We got the official story trailer for JediSurvivor yesterday, and in it were a lot of cool new scenes, locations, and people. So let's go scene by scene and talk about it. We start off the trailer with Cal in a crashing Imperial ship of some kind. Next to Cal is a dead perch trooper that falls out as the ship tumbles down into some sort of what looks to be a ravine. And Cal follows closely. How he got into the ship and ended up seemingly at the helm flying it while it crashed, we don't know. Next we get a blackout screen where Cal says it's been a long 5 years, because that's the time jump we're getting in between Fallen Order and JediSurvivor. 5 years. We then get this cool shot of the Stinger Mantis flying through hyperspace and coming out to what can only be the highly anticipated and very beloved Coruscant. Next we get a shot of Cal fighting a Purge Trooper outside the Mantis. This is the first time we've seen Cal fight a Purge Trooper in the current marketing other than in the combat simulations, so it's cool that it's been confirmed that they're around. This Purge Trooper is also wearing a similar outfit to the ones that we see them in Jedi Fallen Order, and not the newer ones that we saw in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Maybe this is just a different group, or the ones that we saw in Kenobi were maybe in super fresh new fits. We then get a look at what I can only assume is a rebel group that Cal is working alongside. Each of the members of this crew are wearing a yellow type of armor that many have pointed out looks very similar to that of the Coruscant police. Perhaps these were disguises to get in undetected, but obviously this didn't work out too well. This may also be because in a mere flash during the 24th second of this trailer, you can see a figure in the corner that looks suspiciously like the Ninth Sister. In the entry after the Ninth Sister's death in Fallen Order, there's a question mark, and so we know there was a potential that she would possibly come back, so it's kind of cool to see that she would be on Coruscant. This would also be a reason that we would be seeing Purge Troopers. Next we get this cutscene with our new best green froggy bud, who is getting threatened by the bounty hunter that we've seen from many other trailers that we will have to fight in this same square. You can see Cal in the background of the situation, and perhaps we intervene, and that's how we get on the bounty hunter's bad side. The sign on the building reads, Saloon. Next we get a cutscene back to the mysterious figure bounty hunter individual that we first saw in December with the crossguard saber. In the original trailer, this person was holding what looked to be Cal's saber, but now they have changed the saber to be one that is more unique. It does have a crossguard attachment similar to the one that we see Cal use later, and so I wonder if that's how we get the cross saber capability. We then get a better look at this fight and the room it will take place in. Some people have pointed out that this room looks similar to the moon base we see in the IGN's coverage. I wonder if this perhaps a side boss fight that you can participate in to get a certain reward, or maybe it's the boss fight for that base. We then see a clip that many of us are very familiar with already, since it's the first clip they used to advertise this trailer. It's the Mantis doing a cool maneuver, but this is also the first time we hear Merrin's voice, and it cuts over to our first look at Merrin in this game. She has a new hairdo and a new outfit. It seems like she's showing Cal something to do about her magic. Here, can we just take a moment to acknowledge how he's looking at her here? I don't know if they're gonna have a romance in this game, but I wouldn't mind it. And she says, Cal, look into the fire. It will warm you, keep you company, but left unchecked, it will consume everything, until there is only ash. I wonder what Merrin is referencing here. Perhaps it's Cal's passion and anger against the Empire, or his pull to the dark side, or some have even wondered if Merrin is teaching Cal some level of Night Sister magic. But it is an important statement and something Cal probably needs to hear. Plus, it's nice to hear Merrin's voice again. We then get a jump back to Coruscant and what seems to be a police ship of some kind. We know it's a police ship because it says police on it in Arabish, but this may be what they're using to try to sneak into potentially the lower levels of Coruscant with the rebel group. We then get this heartwarming scene between Greez and Cal where Greez gives him the biggest hug. I assume this means Cal and Greez haven't seen each other in a while. Here you can see Greez's new outfit and hairstyle as well as his robotic arm. If you want to learn how he lost his arm, you can read Jedi Battle Scars, or in the future I will be posting a video to give a brief overview of the book. This scene looks like it might take place in the saloon that we see in the background earlier, and I hope Greez owns this saloon. That seems like a really cool retirement option for him. You can also see in the background a broken looking door that may be something we can get into at a certain point in the game. Or it might just be for aesthetics. There's also a chair in the back right that looks like it might be some type of hover chair. Maybe Greez isn't as nimble as he used to be. I also thought it might be some sort of hair cutting chair, but looking closer, it seems to be some sort of mobile aid. It does have a G on it that could stand for Greez. Next we have another shot of Coruscant and Cal looking angry, probably after the fight with the rebel group goes badly. Whether that be the Ninth Sister, or just the other ships that are trying to kill him, guess we'll have to see. We then get a shot of Cal and BD walking through a very red and dusty looking planet where a large structure falls and breaks the bridge they're standing on. This may connect to the next scene we see where Cal is running while some sort of metal creature is stabbing into the wall. Also in this scene, if you look closely, you can see ahead of Cal is Merrin. You can vaguely make out her silhouette and a green trail of magic behind her. Next, we get a very short scene of Cal fighting a jetpack bounty hunter. This is a new section of Koboh that we've not seen yet, with more ornate buildings. You can also see quickly a little grappling hook symbol, which will probably be how we know what we can grab onto. Next, we get this really cool mid-air scene with Cal grappling through the sky while a dogfight is happening around him. In this dogfight, we mostly see TIE fighters, but for a split second before it ends, you can see an X-Wing fly into frame. This means there's some level of rebellion wherever we are. What is this cool floating building? I'm very excited to learn. You can also see a little vulture droid under the X-Wing that the Separatists used during the war. We also see some kind of new animal creature on this floating piece of land. I wonder if it will be a friend or a foe. Next, we cut to the mysterious man from the Bacta tank that's becoming a little less mysterious. This scene confirms the fact that this individual is a High Republic Jedi from his robes. You can see the symbol right there. It also gives a really cool look at his saber, which looks like it may be a double blade since it's quite long and looks like it has two emitters. In this scene he says, "How could you let the galaxy fall to this unworthy machine of an empire?" This makes it seem like he won't be our friend for very long. I'm wondering if this trailer confirms the High Republic Bacta Jedi tank guy and his bounty hunter friends will be our main antagonists in this game. Or perhaps this character will just be a lesson for Cal of what happens when you let your passions and anger control you. You also see Bode for a split second during this scene, meaning you'll at least have some moral support. Next, we get an awesome shot of Merrin fighting off a heavy trooper with her new spear. We also see her use a very familiar maneuver without the green mist, and so we can maybe infer from this that Merrin has been training with Cal to learn at least basic force maneuvers she will probably utilize throughout the gameplay. It makes sense that Merrin would be able to learn these since Night Sister magic is just a different way of using the force. Next we get a shot of Ravis, the confirmed Gendai, looking cool on Koboh, and then a shot of a new puzzle chamber like we saw in the IGN Fun Fest. This one seems to be different, with a lot of circles and sand-looking floors and walls, so just more cool world building and environments to explore. This absolutely looks gorgeous. Next we get a panning shot of a really cool but rundown location. Some people are speculating this is also Koboh, and it looks similar to the quick cutscene we got earlier with the Jet Bounty Hunter. Next we get confirmation that Cal was on the police ship that we saw earlier over Coruscant, with this really gorgeous shot of Cal looking across the city. Like, this is just beautiful. We then cut to a conversation between Cal and Bode on the Mantis where they're saying, "I think we finally found somewhere the Empire can't reach us. Imagine no more looking over your shoulder. A place that's worth fighting for no matter the cost." This, I think, is giving us an idea of what the end goal of the game will be. While the first game was all about the holocron and potentially starting a new order, this game is about, what the name is saying, surviving. Finding a place where the crew can live and not be hunted by the Empire. Next we get another cool shot of Bode and Cal gameplay, with Bode doing some cool maneuvers with his jetpack and blaster. And then we get a shot of Merrin, Grease, BD, and Cal standing around the holotable looking at what seems to be some kind of meteor? Is this the place that's worth fighting for, where they can live out their days, or is this just another mission? Either way, it's just really cool to see all of our favorites around the table with the Mantis again. Even if we're missing Ser. Then we get a cool scene of gameplay with Merrin and Cal doing a really cool finisher where Cal slashes, Merrin throws her staff into the trooper, then magics the trooper and her staff towards her, and flips the trooper over her head onto the ground. This confirms Merrin is going to be a companion character for at least one mission. It's still unclear whether we'll be getting to choose which companion comes with us on missions, or if each mission will have a specific companion assigned to it. Then we get a shot of Cal punching a rocket trooper in the face while mid-air. This is the first first rocket trooper we've seen for this gameplay, and so it's a new confirmed enemy type. We then get a very cute mishmash of clips from Beatty being adorable to Grease looking as amazing as ever. I absolutely adore his new outfit, to Seer looking amazing too. I don't think we'll be seeing Sarah join us on the Mantis or on any missions. I think she'll be taking her own path with her library, but perhaps she'll be a character we can go to for advice, or even possibly to upgrade certain items. We then get a scene of Cal flying the Mantis and jamming a TIE fighter into the wall of what seems to perhaps be the inside of an Imperial ship. And then we cut to the title card with the release date of April 28th. This trailer made me exceptionally more excited for this game. We knew Merrin was going to be a part of the story in some way, but this is all that I dreamed of. Getting the confirmation that she was going to be a companion character, as well as confirming that her and Cal have most likely been traveling together this whole time, makes me very happy. I can rest easy knowing both Merrin and our favorite Greasy boy are safe and well, for now at least. I can't wait to see what else Respawn has planned for us. I can't imagine we'll be getting too much more as far as new content goes before release. All I'm expecting moving forward is in a few weeks we'll probably be getting a launch trailer for the game, but that's about it. I do wonder if that will be released at Celebration since it's a little early, so maybe they'll have something else in mind for us. I'm super excited for this game. Let me know what your favorite part of the story trailer was down in the comments. And if you want to stay up to date with all JediSurvivor news and my gaming, please subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching. May the Force be with you. Goodbye!